Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we're learning about nozzles. These are some important nozzles that you really should have if you're a baker, and let's just start with the video and see how we use these. So guys, we're going to use one of these nozzles. They're similar, but you can see one is a little bigger in size and one is smaller. These are generally used to make roses on flower nail. So this is the flower nail we'll be using, and we'll be using one of these. So this has a number. This is called R11, and these are all the nozzles I'm going to show you all in today's video are all bought from RF. So this one has a number which is called R11, but this doesn't have any number. You can also make ruffles out of this. So we're going to see both the techniques that I'm talking about. One is the flower, that is we're making a pink color rose out of one, and we'll be using one for showing you ruffles. So for ruffles, I am going to keep the thinner portion of the thinner side of the nozzle on top, and the thicker will be at the bottom. Okay, and we're going to make ruffles with this. You just have to keep it diagonal to your surface. If you're making a cake, so obviously on the sides, if you're making ruffles, you have to keep it against the cake like this and just go like that. I'm just making it on the tray, so I'll be keeping it like this. Alright, so this is how you make ruffles with using this nozzle. So I'm using a little bit of icing just to stick my parchment piece. I've cut a square piece and I'm going to stick it on top of this. This is a flower nail, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start building up our flower on this. Since I'm using buttercream, I'm going to chill this and then we'll peel it off and use it on our cakes. If you're making whipped cream, you can directly pick it up with the help of a scissor, or you also get a scissor which is basically used only for this, but you don't need to invest in that because you already obviously have scissors at home which you use for baking, so you can use that. Now you first put a dollop of icing like that, and you obviously have to remember to keep the thin part on top because your petals are thinner on the outer side. So you'll first make a bud. Okay, इसमें मेन आपका काम है कि जो ये हाथ है इससे आपको गोल गोल घुमाते रहना है नेल को, ठीक है? And obviously in between keep cleaning your nozzle. Now once the bud is made, you have to start making petals. So you will go from 1, 2 and 3. Okay, once that's done, again जहाँ पे आपने दो petals join किए वहाँ से आप start करेंगे 1, 2, 3, 4 and a fifth petal. Then you will start again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the bigger you want to go, you can do it. Okay, and make a bigger dollop at the bottom so it enhances more. And I'm going to place this in the fridge and remove it and peel it off and put it on your cake. That's how your rose looks like. This is a nozzle which is used to make basket weave technique. Okay, and I'm going to use this using ganache, and I'm going to show you how to make basket weave on your cake. And it looks really beautiful if you want to make a basket weave cake and put real fruits on that. If I get a picture of my cake that I made long years ago, I'll probably add a picture over here. So now you have to also see the difference between this. So this side is a plain side, like there is no design on the side of nozzle, this side of nozzle, and this side there are teeth over here. So there is like basically when you make icing, like remove icing from this, there will be a proper design of how the jute usually looks like. So there will be little texture on that side of the icing. I'll probably do it and show you, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So for basket weave, what you have to do is you have to start with 1, then 2, and you don't have to like drag it. ऐसे drag नहीं करना है, उसको उठा के आपको you just have to leave it. Okay, so now from top, just like that, and then जहाँ पे भी gaps छोड़ा है, you have to 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll just add one here also. Then you have to make a line vertically. Then again, so now it looks like it's knitted. Okay, then again 1, 2, 3. Again a straight vertical line. You have to basically pick it up and drop it on this side. Pick it up and drop it on this side. Pick it up and drop it on this side. So keep doing that and it looks like a basket that is woven. Okay. You can see it's like intertangled with each other. And you can also make it with whipped cream, light brown color cream, and you can also maybe make it with whipped ganache. जब आप इस dark ganache को whip करोगे तो वो भी light हो जाएगा, तो आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो and use it like that. And I hope you'll enjoy doing this technique because this is one of my favorite techniques. So we have 2 nozzles here that you can use to make shell borders. Of course this has lesser indents and lesser teeth. This has more. So I think बचपन में आपने देखा होगा जो हम बेकरी से केक्स लेते थे उसमें शेल बॉर्डर्स होते थे केक्स पर. This will replicate that border. This can also work if you have this one. So now this is Noor 12, okay, the number, and this is R46. Again you will get these at RF or any bakery supply store. I've also shown you all close-up, so you all can take a screenshot. I'll show you using both of these, and the difference you will only know, you will understand. There's not much difference, but you'll understand the difference if you look at it closely. Now for this you have to keep it at a 45-degree angle, okay, and you have to just push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, okay. And this is what a shell border looks like on your general cakes that you usually get it at bakeries. Push pull, push pull, push pull. आपको थोड़ा सा उसको ऊपर की तरफ पुश करना है ताकि वो वेव आए, okay. Now this flour is set. I'm just going to show it to you, peel करके, okay. Slowly, because it's buttercream, obviously it'll melt with your hands also. Just slowly peel it off and you can place it on your cakes. Okay, we are not going to be placing this on any cake because we're just showing you the piping stuff. So I'm just going to keep it aside right now. Now again you have to keep it at 45-degree angle, and your palm pressure has to come from here. Basically the pressure on icing has to come from your palm, and you have to be quick because again your hands and body is warm, so it's going to melt icing. So you just have to again push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Similar technique, okay. You can see the difference. This has thinner lines and this one has wider lines. So this has more gaps in between the lines and this has lesser gaps in between the lines. Okay. Angle stays same, the way of doing it stays same, just the difference between nozzles can change the look of it. We have 3 nozzles for rosette. One is this Noor N1, one is Noor N2, and we have another one which is 190. Okay, it doesn't have any letters in front of it, it's just numbers, 190. And we'll be using Noor N1 right now, and I'll show you how the rosette comes out. If you want to see a difference between all the 3 nozzles, I'm going to put out an IG video on that. It is already up when this video is up over here. You can go check that out as well after watching this video. So I'm just going to continue putting icing in this. We're going to use ganache for this. On my page we have used buttercream, so go check that out. So for rosette you have to always keep a 90-degree angle, okay. And on cakes, obviously if you're making rosettes on side, so you have to basically keep the piping bag parallel to your turntable whenever you're making rosettes on your cake. So I'm just going to show it here how we do it. Again, remember the pressure has to be very equal from your palm, and you have to be very gentle when you're doing it. Start from the center and go outwards. Start from the center and rotate. Start from the center and rotate. Alright, again I'm going to show you last rosette. You have to pressurize, start from the center and rotate. So guys, this is a grass nozzle. Basically there are a lot of holes in it and it is pretty broad. Again, I'm going to put this in a piping bag and show you how we pipe grass. Basically, you can use it for any cricket theme cake or any theme cake which is basically sports related, or maybe a bunny related where you can show bunny's bum and make grasses around it. It looks very cute, so I'm going to show you how it's done with using buttercream, green buttercream. Your hand has to be straight at 90 degrees, and again you have to make pressure and pull it outwards. Okay. Now what you have to do is, if you want rigid grass, like you want the grass to stand, so you have to push it, like you have to literally pressurize it, touching the nozzle to your surface. Okay, just like this. Okay, but if you want the grass to be very random like this, you just have to ऊपर से इसको आपको छोड़ना है, ठीक है? And you have to make sure that लंबा लंबा आप ग्रास बना रहे हो, तो वो सीधा नहीं खड़ा रहेगा, it will just fall off. And if you want it to stand stiff, then like I said, touch it on the surface and then remove, like push it, pull it upwards. So you will get rigid grass. So with this nozzle you can also make a Maggi noodle themed cake, just like this. Obviously Maggi noodle is not green, but I'm just showing you the technique. Now there are 3 leaf nozzles that we have in here, and we are going to show you all 3 how they look different, how they are different from each other, using buttercream, again green buttercream, and we'll see how it goes. So this one is, there are no numbers for these two. These two look like this. There are no numbers for these two. And this one has a number which is Noor 45. It's a V shape nozzle, and we'll see how it looks. So the V has to be touching the surface, okay, and one side of the V basically has to touch the surface, and then you have to press out the icing and make leaf like that. You can also use this to make Christmas cupcakes. Now basically this nozzle has to stay flat on the surface. You have to press it and pull it, okay? Press, pull. You can also do that. Okay, or you can make a long leaf also, just like this, or you can make shorter ones like this. This is similar to this one, the previous one. It's again, you have to keep it flat on the surface, push the icing out and pull it. Push it outwards and pull it. This gives you a little more curvy edges than this. This is a little flatter because the icing is, the cut of the nozzle is like that. Okay. You can also make a longer leaf, of course, or a shorter one like that.